Ooh.
Morning, everybody. It's the 18th of June. We are Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour. I'm joined by Steve O'Hare and Ian Coleman. Morning, gents.
Morning, all.
Morning.
All okay?
Yeah, you?
Oh,
Yeah,
it rained cats and dogs last night.
it certainly did. We've had it hammering down all night. We had nothing during the day, though. And I know most of the other parts of the country had quite a lot of rain, so we managed to escape. What's it like up north, Ian?
Grim, mate. Grim.
Snowing yet?
No, not quite. We've had about feels like we've had about a month's worth of rain in 2 days.
Christ.
And it's still hammering down now. And I've got a small leak in the bathroom roof,
Uh-oh.
which is nice.
Got a bucket under it, catching it.
No, it's just in the corner. So it's like where the wall meets the ceiling. So there's not really a drip. It's just a big moist patch.
Oh, nice. Well, I hope you can get that sorted, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, so markets yesterday, it was all a little bit flat, I felt. Did you guys get that feeling
Yeah,
as
just
well?
in that consolidation mode still, aren't we?
I'm
Can
glad.
you-
I'm glad it was a little bit flat actually, because I thought I was going to get my ass kicked again. I'm glad it sort of slowed down to take a little breath.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's sort
It
of
feels like
like
we're waiting for a catalyst, I think. I think
definitely.
we, I
well,
think, I
the
think we're
catalyst
still.
seems to be building. You know, looking at the news overnight, there's been a bigger increase in COVID cases in some of the US states. So, you know, the threat of a second wave appears to be, you know, quite apparent now in the US more
Mm,
than anywhere else.
yeah,
Obviously, they've said they're not going to end or restart any sort of lockdown. So,
you
you
got
know,
South
just got to
Korea,
take
North
it on the
Korea
chin,
messing about, haven't you?
fighting each other.
Yeah, and then you've got Bank B of E today.
Yeah, that's the
That's,
main event, is it?
I think so.
So they're
Yeah,
widely expected to ramp up asset purchases by at least 100 billion.
yeah, 645 to 745
So the US are
billion.
chucking trillions around, and
Don't
we're going with 100 billion.
don't sound like a lot, does it?
Isn't
When
that
you
isn't that the it's sort of equivalent? Isn't it like sort of the
Based on
same?
population.
No, I'm just sort of like saying it's. It used to be $1 billion wasn't the same as £1 billion.
No, it's one for one nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is now. No, but I'm. It was like
depends which way you're travelling.
1.25.
$1 billion was like equivalent to 100 million or something
Right.
sterling. So it was but I think they've come into line now. It was just an
Okay.
old thing,
Right.
but it's still a lot of money.
Yes, it certainly is. So, have any of you got anything on the charts that particularly stood out for you yesterday? Something that you feel
Just, I'm
is
just
worthwhile
still
looking at?
talking about these Gartleys, really. I think that's what's going down. Cable, the support here, 124.87 this morning. I just wondering if you're going to bounce off that again and come up to this 78.6% fib. And this is sort of just move that like that. That's magic. Just go like that.
Magic.
And you know whether or not we're going to come down in the dollar to go up in the other pairs, really. But like I said, I think it's just chop, chop, chibly, chop, chop. Again, the 50% level normally indicates that you go down to 61 or 78.6. So, and these commodity pairs, I mean, I quite like Aussie dollar for higher levels this morning and Aussie yen, and only because of these potential Gartley patterns. And we've posted 13 counts on this sort of overnight dip buying. I don't know if there was any catalyst for buying the dip overnight, but we are sort of starting to trend a bit higher. So today, I think if you're trying to sell rallies, you could be waiting a long time for them. So I'm trying to catch a few dips today, to be honest, for that counter trend move to the upside.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I don't know where the big moves are going to come from today, if at all.
No,
Obviously, Bank of England at midday may trigger something. Then we've got US jobless claims after that, but I'm just not sure. I mean, looking at indices yesterday, they really just sort of stalled, particularly the FTSE. It just hit this 6,300 and just
died,
died. I
didn't it?
mean, most of that actually came after hours, so it was sort of
Yeah.
into the overnight session, and you know we've sort of recovered some of that so far this morning. DAX again sort of stalled around here at sort of 12,430.
How come
Died,
you
but
don't
then
look
we're
at the
back up.
CAC anymore, the mighty CAC? That's at a 61.8% fib. Yesterday's rally up.
From that move
Yeah.
there. Yeah, bang on. Look at that.
Mm.
Nailed it. So yeah, quite interesting levels, but the recoveries are pretty strong. So maybe there is some sort of, I don't know, topping formation taking place here. But it's just chop, 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 as you say, and really difficult to do much with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I was looking at oil as well. I've got sort of resistance up here. I'm looking actually to set a break of this low that we made yesterday yesterday night. Just think overall the bias is bearish. Maybe I don't know. It's again a bit of a mess and difficult to call. Gold, I am still looking to buy a dip there. I think the bottom's taking shape, but it's not really going anywhere. It's not giving me enough of a dip to get in, unfortunately.
Just need those, like maybe a little last spurt up in indices to get that dip down in gold, maybe.
Yeah, quite possibly. Steve, you looking at anything? You need to share your screen if you are.
No.
Not that screen.
Yeah, not that one. There we go. Share. Oh, it's a bit flashy, isn't it?
You're raving, aren't you?
What's going on there? That's all calmed down.
Woody's new strobe lights in his bedroom.
Yeah. The E didn't last long, did it? I'm just looking at a little bit confused as well by the indices, as you are. Looks a little bit toppy, but really, if we focus down on it, maybe it's just a bit of consolidation before the next leg higher. As you know, I'm naturally a bear in the equity indices, but really sort of don't like selling it at the moment. I've seen on both Eurodollar and cable, we're getting this. There's a little bit of a short-term trend line that comes in just below here. Yeah, just Ian mentioned that that's 124.85. Did you say, E, in cable?
Yeah, 124.87.
Yeah. I'm sort of looking to buy around 125, just in front of that, with a stop on a clear break of the support below. Your sterling, we're within this range, 90.55 all the way down to 88.65, and it's right in the middle at the moment. So not really looking to do anything at them current levels. Euro yen is obviously, we go back to the weekly chart, which has broke the downward trend of resistance, broke up through it, and it's come down to retest it, and it's hanging here in an inverted hammer. It's possibly forming on a weekly chart, so that can be a sign that the sort of correction lower is stalling, and we can see sort of like there's maybe an opportunity to buy the dip here. Yeah, and the equity is a bit the same. The only thing I've seen on the last couple of hours is these bullish hammers.
All crap,
on the
basically.
this is on the 4-hour charts, the bullish hammers. We've got it in FTSE, Dow, Nasdaq. See all these bullish hammers. So potential for a sort of firmer outlook in the equity indices. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to head, I think.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at how we did yesterday then, just to round that up.
We don't need to look at yesterday, do we?
Don't have to.
It's all flat, wasn't it?
Oh,
well,
no.
mine wasn't.
No, baby.
Can't remember what I did.
New all-time highs.
Wait.
That's really positive because it's broken through the.
Yeah, it's invalidated your double top theory.
Well, yeah.
Thank God.
We'll have a closer look in a few weeks' time.
Okay, so FTSE yesterday we made 2.36R on that.
Well done, Joe.
It worked out quite nicely. Sterling Swiss was a stop out, -1, and Ian, you made 0.7R on CAD Swiss. So overall, about 2R collectively between us, which all helps. A bit of a purple patch actually. 8 winners out of the last 9 trades for 13.7R.
Run of 9, eh?
There's a loser. There is a loser in there, so it sort of broke it up. So hopefully I can keep going to reach another 9.
Yeah, nice one.
Okay, so
you go first then.
all right, fine, I'll do it. Overall, we are looking pretty good. So let's keep going. I am looking at dollar index, which is contrary to what you were both saying. But I like it anyway. I think there is a bottom taking place here on the dollar index. So I'm looking to buy it. I think we're going to break out above this 97.45 and possibly head up towards a gap that I've highlighted there, which goes back to the 2nd of June. That's also above the average true range on the day. So looking for a reasonable move to the upside. I'm going to buy it now at 97.11. And I'm going to place a stop below the lows that we saw at 5 o'clock this morning, which is at 96.93. Targeting a move to 97.65. Just go a pip in front of that, which would be a 3-to-1 risk reward on that one. So buying dollar index this morning. I think personally there is a chance of more corrective action in the stocks, but we shall see.
Good luck.
Who wants to go next?
I'm ready.
There you go.
Bill and Ben. I've just put these nice little wave patterns on. Aussie yen, like I said earlier, we've got 13 counts in Aussie dollar and Aussie yen overnight, and we're seeing a move to the upside. Now, the fact that we sort of rejected this level close to 61.8% makes me believe that it's going to be a Gartley, and if people haven't seen a Gartley, or if you're new to this, it hopefully will look like that. So I'm looking to buy at the market, which is 73.48, targeting 75.85, which is 2 ticks in front, and then I'll have to leave my stop there. Stop at 72.90, which makes around about 4R. And if that goes up, then stocks should continue this rally. So we'll wait and see.
So sorry, that was Aussie yen, yeah?
Aussie yen.
Yeah.
Aussie yen, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh no, that's
dollar
right.
yen, didn't you?
I did say dollar yen, but no, it's Aussie yen.
Okay.
You said Bill and Ben, Aussie yen.
Bill and Ben can be anything, can't it?
With yen
yeah,
at the end.
It rhymes with yen.
Yeah. No, you were right. You did say Aussie yen.
Joe's trying to trip me over.
I know. He just puts that little shadow of doubt, doesn't he?
But he's filthy when he plays football. Oh, what about football, by the way?
Oh, well, sorry, Ian, you seem to be cracking up. Oh, he's just dropped off the stream. Yeah, I wish we just cancelled the season. It's horrific. Anyway, Steve.
What was the final score? I saw it 2-0.
3-0.
I left it 2-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
All the tellies broke, didn't they? Was that bad?
Yeah, well, ours did. It got a few things thrown at it.
Did it? Didn't they play well?
It was just horrible. Absolutely.
Which is horrible losing, or just horrible?
The performance. David Luiz had a shocker.
I thought he was on the bench.
He was on the bench. He came on and ruined it for everyone.
Oh, did he? Was it his fault?
Gave away a goal and then got sent off and gave away a penalty. So.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Seriously.
Howler.
So, because Xhaka got injured, didn't he? Was it Xhaka?
Yeah, Xhaka got injured and our centre half Mari got injured.
Oh my God! Was that before half time?
Yeah, all before half time. Yeah, first 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, at least there's a fucking excuse for it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Steve, get on with your trade, will you?
Right. Yeah. I'm going to buy Dow. I'm going to put the stop just below this swing low here. Where is it? Oh, it's miles away. That is there, 25750. Buying it at 26,000 and oh fuck, it's collapsing as I'm doing it.
Quick.
75. Take my time. 26,075 right now. It's trading 70, 65. And I'm going to look to target a move up to. Let's get this. Just round it up for ease. So there we go. 2.4 to 1.
What was the target and the stop, please, Steve?
26 25,855 was the target, and the stop is at 25,750. Getting long at 75. Or shall I be a bit more aggressive with the stop? If I'm a bit more aggressive with the stop, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be more aggressive with the stop. I'm going to put it at 25,900, and that bumps the risk reward up to 4.4, I think.
Sorry, the target again, 20.
26,855.
Right, okay, lovely. Superb. 3 buys today. Buying dollar index, buying Dow, and buying Aussie yen. Let's see how they work out. News-wise, so we touched upon it already. We have, what do we have? Bank of England is the main event today.
Yeah.
And that is
12
at 12 p.m. No change in interest rates expected, but the QE program is expected to be increased by £100 billion. For the Dr. Evil saying that.
Yeah.
100 billion. So keep an eye on your sterling crosses if you've got anything open. They are getting sold off a bit at the minute, aren't they, by the looks of things?
Yeah, down small. Cable's down 34 on the day.
So then we have initial jobless claims at 130 and also Philly Fed index. So now claims are expected to rise by 1.68 million from 2 million the previous week. The job numbers have been all over the place, haven't they, last few weeks? So don't get too caught up thinking one way or the other on those. I think it's probably the safest way to play them. Anything else that's standing out for you guys?
No.
Not really, no. I hope it's sort of a little bit more interesting than yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Just some data overnight that I saw. The New Zealand GDP dropped to minus 1.6 for Q1, which was the largest drop in 29 years. And that's an economy that pretty much dodged all of the virus and deaths, but obviously they, because of the lockdown, it's had a big old dent on the economy. Australian jobs saw disappointment on both the employment change and the unemployment rate. That was down to 7.1%. So not
was
great.
that overnight?
Yeah.
I wonder why Aussie pairs are rallied really, but
who knows?
It is not mine to reason why. It is mine to sell and buy.
I like that.
Old broker saying that.
Yeah, the only other thing
me being old.
The only other important thing I'm trying to look into at the moment is why where the phrase raining cats and dogs came from.
Have you found out?
No one really knows. There's a few different reasons that people believe. It could be something to do with the Norse god of storms, Odin. He was often pictured with dogs and wolves, which were symbols of wind.
Sorry,
I'm just throwing them down.
I'm just reading Bogdan's comment.
What's he said?
A mighty cack stands for I'm taking a dump in Romania.
One day it will happen.
Yes.
Full of interesting facts today.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Bogdan.
Okay, so let's wrap it up there then, guys. Have a great day, everybody, and let's hope for a little bit more action than we got yesterday.
Indeedy.
Cool.
Enjoy. Good luck. Got to be there to win it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.